Ready? I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name's Debbie.
Debbie, thank you, Debbie. Okay, as you guys can see, we have a substitute court reporter. Thank you, Debbie. Chairman's in the back, so we're first going to start with the pledge, and then we'll get going quickly. Oh, where's the flag?
Oh, they must.
Who took the flag? Wow. All the forces are against us this morning. Can you believe that? I've been on this board for 21 years. Never have either one of these things happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like seriously.
It's amazing.
The
flag is missing.
I know, but
Like,
I mean, it went to solstice, so we have equal daylight equals
oh,
nighttime.
well, that's the 21st, isn't it?
It's around here, yeah, okay.
Just pretend.
Okay. Well,
Make believe.
Okay, ready?
where are we pretending it is?
Right,
How
wherever.
about this? Okay.
Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, this is a first. Number of firsts today. Okay, so Patrick, we'll start calling the cases. The first four are renewals, and we'll try to get through those quickly and get on to the ones that the rest of you who are here. I think the chairman already gave you an idea of how it works. I can't recall, but we call the applicant's case. Applicant comes up, sits here, gets sworn in, tell us what you want us to know. If you're here on a case and you're not the applicant because you'd like the board to know something about it, you'll then have a chance to come up to the podium over here to my right, get sworn in and tell us what you think we should know about the case. Applicant will then have a chance to sum up and we'll close the case. We make decisions this evening. We don't decide them all, but we decide a number of them unless we need further inquiry. With that, Patrick, I think we can get going.
Madam Chair, we do have a few adjournments for this morning.
Okay.
First, we have case 62325, Oceanside, Marissa DiMartino, also known as 385 Oceanside Parkway. Madam Chair, the resident reached out to us. Unfortunately, they are away on vacation and are unable to attend today. We would like to adjourn this case to January 21st at 11 a.m.
Okay, so this is a case, third one on the renewal calendar. This is a renewal of a case that expired on November 28th. And while it appears that the inspection of the case in anticipation of renewal revealed that they were in compliance, we can move it this once, but they need to be here because, this case has been sitting around expired for a lengthy period of time. So let's just make sure the applicant knows that the applicant needs to be here on the next date. Did that person give you any idea of the dates that he or she is available?
Unfortunately, they did not, but January 21st, we are open.
Okay, so let's do January 21st. Please make it clear that someone on this case needs to be here. What time, yeah?
11 a.m.
Okay, I'm slow.
Next on adjournments, we have case 62925, Merrick, John G., and Lindsay Gallagher, also known as 1957 Orchid Street. You step forward.
The chairman will resume his position.
Morning.
Resume the position.
Morning. I apologize. The mailings are one day late because of Thanksgiving, so I have to adjourn. Sorry.
Name and address.
Steve Warner,
Address.
49 Davis Street, Locust Valley.
What is your relationship to the Gallaghers?
I'm doing all the permits and so forth, property advisement on the property. So closing out old permits, and I'm helping manage with this variance.
Man, that's a bummer, one day because of Thanksgiving.
When
I
you
have to
come,
redo all those, 16 certified, 17. So, is
so
what
when
it
you
is.
come back, they'll be here.
I'll be here.
They will be here as
They
well.
will be here.
Mother, daughter.
Yeah, we require the
Yes, yeah, they know.
folks, is everyone living in the house, unless there's a reason why one or more can't be here, a legitimate reason.
It's a legitimate mother-daughter,
Patrick,
I assure you.
Patrick. Better date, please.
Miss Debbie, if we're talking over one another or you're having trouble, if we're talking too fast or you need us to do anything like that, please.
Or if any of us are talking too much, you
No,
can
that's
just
aimed
give
at
us
me.
a signal.
That's aimed at
We'll
me,
cut them
okay?
off.
Yes,
That was good.
constantly
That
criticized
was
here,
good, Chairman.
constantly criticized. I know, the whole board seconds it, except Joe, my other good friend. And Kim doesn't really pick on me about it either. The rest of them
I couldn't let that
have
one go.
scarlet letter.
I couldn't let that one go by, you understand.
Mr. Chairman, January 21st at 11 a.m.
Okay,
Popular day.
yeah. The 11 o'clock calendar is really
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
I think those are just those two adjournments, Patrick. Okay, so this guy's out.
Next page. Okay. Eric.
Oh, he said,
Is there another?
Patrick said that's right.
We have one more adjournment,
6:38?
63825 Merrick Joseph D. Marco, also known as 45 East Webster Avenue.
Joseph DeMarco, 45 East Webster Street.
Speak
Eric,
loudly
New
if you can. This is a defective mailing also?
Yes, unfortunately, within the same week that I was supposed to send this out and get it notarized, my father-in-law broke his femur. My wife was going through IVF and got an implant in that
Oh,
same
my
week.
Lord.
Okay.
You don't
And
have to
also
tell us
Thanksgiving.
anymore.
So,
No worries.
yes.
TMI.
Exactly.
So I
don't like it on the
apologize.
record.
Patrick,
February,
Yes, January 21st at 11.
February 4th, 11 a.m.
pardon?
February 4th, 11 a.m.
Is that okay?
I'll make it work.
Pardon?
I'll make it work.
Do you know the mailing window for that?
I'm going to try to get everything done within today.
But there's a window. You can't be
Yeah.
too early either.
Can't be too early.
The mailing window is between January 8th and January 15th.
But you can, yeah. Okay,
If you need any other help, just call the office, okay?
good luck with that.
Okay.
That's it?
That is all the adjournments for this morning. First, we'll be calling cases 6/20/25 through 6/21/25, Levittown. King Z doing business as Kitty Junction Preschool, renewal of grants, maintain conversion of existing building to daycare center, maintain waiver of off-street parking and permission to park in the front yard setback, also known as 148 Center Lane.
Anyone here on that case? Okay.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay. Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
My name's Abby Brotman. Do you want my home address or? Business address is 148 Center Lane, Levittown.
Can you say your last name again, please?
Brotman, Brodtman. I know.
Don't we need to give her aren't we giving her the yellow copy? You, after the fact, okay. We used to do it, so go ahead.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. We are seeking a variance, which on a renewal that had expired during COVID, very long story. We purchased the building and the variance was already in place, and we didn't realize that there was another variance that needed to be renewed. We didn't receive any information about it during the time period. So we've been operating a UPK center there for the past 3 years.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't have anything indicating it expired. Did you?
Well, yes, it was operating under Harmony Daycare for a number of years, and they had initially created the variance at the time, and then we purchased it from them. It was already a childcare center. We didn't realize that there was a temporary variance on it. And then as we were going through our renewal process for our daycare license, we discovered that it had expired.
All right,
So we
so
went through the process of the complete new variance.
okay, so these are two renewals.
Yes.
620, the building department, on case 620, the building department went and inspected the property on August 28th of 2025. And on case 621, and I don't know why, that building department again went out on August 25th of 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by this board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? Any other questions from the board? I'm sure
Yes.
there will be.
So, given what you've told us about how this came to be right now, there were a number of conditions imposed on the prior grant, the one that you're here to renew. So I just wanted to just see how many there are. There are actually 11. Some of them may be basically non-events for your business, but are you aware of those? Did you discover those along the process?
No.
Okay, so Christina, I don't know how Dawn, we can get her a copy of this. We'll get you a copy of that so you're aware of the conditions that are part of that prior grant.
Got it. Okay.
If for some reason I noticed there were some hours of operation condition, I didn't look at what they are.
Okay.
If for some reason any of those are inconsistent with your current business plan and operations, you're gonna need to figure out whether you want to comply with those, whether you want to put in an application to seek to amend one or more conditions, or however you want to handle it. You can figure it out after you see them and you try to reconcile it with your business model.
So if it all complies with what we're currently doing, do we need to do any
Just finish the paperwork for the renewal.
Okay.
Right, okay. That being said, Mr. Chairman, I move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
That, Patrick, so since she's the new representative, I don't know if we might need to make sure that the address she's put in as her business address is the one the renewal goes to, not the old one if it was a different one.
Exactly, yeah. So this
Okay.
is
All right,
3 North Village Green.
thank you. All right,
That's-
you're done, thank you. Oh, wait, this goes with that. Sorry, this goes with that case right there. Oh, except my calendar. Everything's going crazy today.
This one too.
And here it is.
Next, we have case 62225, Wanto CVS Albany LLC, renewal of grant to maintain double-face illuminated sign, 118.13 square feet per face, overall size 236.26 square feet, and projecting above the roof line, also known as 1178 Wanto Avenue. Ma'am, where from?
No, we did.
Nothing but yourself you got?
I did.
Take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Try.
Arlene Melly, Ultimate Signs, 86 Sewell Street, Hempstead, New York.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, this is a renewal of a grant to maintain a sign. Building Department inspected the property on October 23rd, 2025, and found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything you'd like to add? Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's ready.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you very much, you two.
Next, we have case 62425, Levittown, Patricia Ferguson, renewal of grant to maintain pool with deck and front yard and maintain 6-foot-high stockade fence, also known as 99 Stone Lane.
Anyone here on that case? Marked it second.
Next, we have case 62525, Seaford, Dominic Costantino, special exception to maintain accessory structure, shed exceeding horizontal maximum and with less than required side yard setback, special exception to maintain second accessory structure, shed with less than required side yard setback and not permitted in side yard, also known as 2142 Siemens Neck Road. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please state your name and address for the record.
Andrew Braum, Braum, 1924 Belmore Avenue, Belmore, New York, 11710.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Braum. I'm an engineer, and I'm representing Dominic Costantino, who's here with us in the audience today. As you heard, we're seeking to have your approval for a special exception to maintain an accessory structure, which is a shed that exceeds the horizontal maximum and with less than the required side yard setback, and a special exception to maintain a second accessory structure, which is a shed with less than the required side yard setback and not permitted in the side yard. So this came as a result of the Cosantinos doing a solar project, and when it came for the final inspection, the building inspector noted items in the backyard that did not have permits, one of which was a swimming pool, a deck, and these sheds. So my office was hired to do the maintain of the swimming pool and the decks, which was approved. And when we put the application in, I noted that the one shed was oversized and the smaller Rubbermaid style shed was in the side yard, which was too close to the property line in the side yard and having it become a second accessory structure. Everything is clearly labeled there on the site plan for you to review.
Why don't you put it in the record?
The numbers,
The numbers.
what's required and what you're proposing.
Yeah.
This is,
Um,
Eight inches.
it's in the front yard.
No, it's not in the front yard. See the house? It's in the side yard. This one is 8-inch side yard. And it's in the
I have a printout here.
We have the printouts. How about we do it this way?
Yeah.
The first shed, okay, it exists on it's shed one. You're allowed to have a 12-foot length on any one side. Anything above that requires a variance. You propose a shed that's 8 feet 2 inches, but it's rectangular and it's 8.2 inches by 13 feet 9 inches.
I have it open now.
Hold on. So since I got this one on, so the two of the sides are 13 feet 9 inches, which exceed the 12 allowable. In addition, that one needs a side yard variance. You're supposed to have 2 feet. It looks like you're proposing 1 foot 6 inches for that one. Go ahead and do the second shed if you wish.
The second shed, which is located in a side yard.
You're proposing an 8-inch side yard variance.
Yeah, and that's a 8-foot by 10-foot.
So it needs no relief for its size.
But it is located in the side yard, and it is a second accessory structure.
And it also, go ahead, Mr. Chair.
No, go ahead.
And it also does not provide the 2-foot side yard required. It looks to me on the map, but as if you're proposing an 8-inch side yard. Can I ask you how long the sheds have been in their current location?
Mr. Costantino advised me that it's 10 years.
That's for both sheds?
Yeah, and I
Any
do,
complaints from the neighbors?
no, and I do have a letter of support from the neighbors that would most be affected to the north and to the south, and the one neighbor across the street where the shed is in that side yard.
So can I just, for the record, let's put these names on there. The neighbor, you said the neighbor to the south,
So the neighbor to the south is
Rivera Ramo,
Vera Romero.
you have a letter from that neighbor, okay?
Yeah, and then the person just next to them, which would be Olivia and Henrath, multiple attempts were made, and the homeowners feel that the gentleman may no longer live in the home. He may be living in a,
Okay, let's stick on that. Who else do we have letters from?
to the north, Patino?
You have a letter from Bettina in favor?
Yes.
Okay, and then I think you mentioned maybe it's Cruz?
The street is Cruz, Kreuz.
Okay.
Letter from them, and O'Neill, yeah. Okay,
Does the board have any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Brown, could I ask you to approach, we're looking at an iPad with Google Earth on it.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a much bigger structure than the shed that you're proposing. Could you tell me if this is still there, whatever that is? Over here, these,
Maybe you need your client to approach.
Yeah, I would need him.
Okay,
Okay.
Patrick, let's get him sworn
get
in.
him sworn.
And
this is, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, I don't, no, this. Oh, this thing. I don't know what that is.
My name is Dominic Costantino.
loud, honey, do something louder and
My name is Dominic Costantino.
louder still, please.
2142 Siemens Neck Road, Seaford, New York, 11783.
Thank you. And did you swear him in already, Patrick? Okay, come on up here, please. Excuse me. Here, let's use ours since it's already pulled up on ours. That looks much larger than the shed in the photographs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we have that.
What's this? This is much longer than 10.
This is not my property.
Well, that wouldn't make sense. That would clear that up right away, wouldn't it?
Okay, hang in there. Sometimes they're not accurate.
This is my property.
Actually,
Yeah,
that
maybe
does
that's
look
what it
like it.
says.
Look at
Yeah,
the, look at,
it's your phone.
she's right, look at. No, you're right, Joanne. Look at,
This
compare,
is the shed.
compare that to that picture. It does look like the
Shed.
That's one shed, and that's the other shed.
This is exactly the shed.
Yes.
That's 10
Count
foot
those white-
long?
Count those white squares, Joanne.
It is 5 and 5.
Yeah, it looks much longer on the
Sure
Google
does.
Earth than it does on the, well, compare it to the house.
There's no way for you to get through here, is there, to the backyard?
No.
Look, Joe, it's right, because look, if you look at this, look, Joe,
Let me show Becky.
look at the house.
It's on your left.
Joe, excuse me. The house, it is about half the length of the house. See what I'm saying? Proportionally. And that, and if you look on Google Earth, like half the length of the house. Right. But look, look here. It does look as if that's the house. It does look about half the length of the house, right? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just proportionally.
Because there's no way to get through the back.
Well, we don't know what board, we decide as a group.
Okay.
It's just a weird angle.
So, put whatever you want on the board.
Yes, I will. Let's get.
'Cause all the- Okay.
Let's get it on the
Be
record.
seated here, please.
Yes, I understand. Mr. Constantino, Mr. Brom, that shed totally encumbers that side yard. If there were an emergency, you cannot get to that rear yard through that side. That's why the ordinance says it should be in a rear yard and set back 2 feet from the property lines.
Sir, that was never an entrance or an exit.
I don't care what it is, but that the shed doesn't belong there. In my opinion, I'm going to recommend that the board ask you to move it. And it's a plastic shed. I don't think it's a big hardship to move it. And unfortunately, had you done it, built it with a permit, you would not have been granted a permit to be there. I understand.
What do you keep in the shed, sir?
My garden tools,
The
pool
usual
stuff.
I think we could move it a little closer to the house to get more room to pass by on the fence side.
How much more room? I mean, that's,
Probably another 8 to 12 inches.
so it'd be,
Then it would be in compliance as it relates to potentially the side yard setback, but still would need a variance for being in the side yard.
Correct.
So you'd still need relief.
Which is what is before the board today.
so you'd get a 16.
Both issues are.
You could move it nearer the house and get a 16-foot.
Inch.
16
It'll
inch.
probably be a little more than 16 inches, maybe 18. I can approach and show you here if you want.
Now, what he means by emergency is more like, does, a fire truck need to get a hose and some guys in there, or, an emergency, say someone gets injured in the backyard. He's not talking about,
There's clearly enough room on the other side of the house for any emergency. And there's also, there's not a gate.
9 feet.
There's a fence.
There's not a gate there anyway.
I'm not going to argue the fact with you. You're an engineer, you know that a fence, it's a PVC fence, they're easily pushed through.
And that shed would easily be knocked down. It's a plastic
It's
rubber.
not, no, I'm not going to argue with you.
all right, well, he's just trying to give you an idea of some
Understood.
of the concerns that we have in all cases, really, where we are concerned that if there was an emergency of some sort, would there be access to the entirety of the property for safety reasons? So that's one of the considerations we'll have when we discuss this as a board and deliberate, okay?
Thank you.
It's a safety issue, bottom line. And I think you can both agree on that.
Don't ask him to agree to.
Anything else you'd like to
Yes,
add?
I have a question. Do you have a lot of property in the back?
There's property in the back, yes.
Right, and there's nothing on that property? I mean, I see the pool.
Yeah, there's a pool in the shed, everything that.
I see the pool in the shed, but there's a lot of room behind that pool and behind that second shed or the first shed, whichever it is. Would you consider moving that to the back? Because that's where it should be?
Originally, that's where my shed was, but it floods because there's an incline, and my neighbor has an increased grade because he installed a built-in pool. So when it rains, my backyard gets flooded.
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
That could be addressed.
well, and it's also a legitimate basis. I mean, no.
All right. Well, anything you'd like to add? We'll deliberate.
That was it.
Okay, any other questions from the board?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Next, we have cases 62625 through 62725 near Cedarhurst. Y. David Fight. Variance, lot area occupied, construct addition and attached to dwelling, maintain 6-foot-high fence in principal side yard of dwelling, Ivor Street, without 8-foot clear sight triangle at applicants and neighbors' driveways, which may substantially obstruct line of sight, also known as 43 Shearwood Lane.
John Novello, 1253 Colonial Road, Hewlett, New York, 11557. Good morning, Chairman and members of the board.
Morning.
I'm here representing David Feit, the owner of 43 Sherwood Lane in Cedarhurst. We are seeking two variances. The first variance is for lot area occupied. The Feits are a family of three children with three spouses and 9 grandchildren, so they like to have their family over and entertain. And the 12-foot, one-story rear addition is to accommodate a larger dining room and kitchen addition. We meet all the setbacks, rear yard setbacks, side yard setbacks. We're just asking for a minimal lot coverage variance. The request is 30.1%. On the second variance that we are seeking, I believe we are willing to make a modification to this variance, and on the southeast corner of the property where there's a neighbor's driveway, after speaking to the client, they're fine with bringing it into conformity. And
Is your client here?
they're not here, unfortunately. They're willing to, go 8 feet to the west and 8 feet north and drop the fence to the required 2'6" height. So I would believe that we're probably not seeking a variance for the fence if we lower the fence 8 feet in both directions to 2'6" in height. Well, yeah, the neighbor's driveway. Yeah. No. No, the fence doesn't go all the way up to Sherwood.
And this driveway obscures his vision when he backs out?
Yes, they're willing to change that also.
Okay, and then on the other side, whoops, that one, yeah. I got it.
Yeah,
This
that's
one
the
will be,
That's what I was referring to,
okay,
that they're willing to lower it to 2'6" to be conformed.
for a distance of,
8 feet.
okay, so put that on the record, if you would.
8 feet on the hypotenuse or?
8 feet west, 8 feet north.
And so, and then on the other side, you'll address that one too? Okay, thank you.
So, as I stated earlier, on the southeast corner, to the neighbor's abutting driveway, their address is 6 Irish Street. We're willing to lower the fence to the required 2'6", 8 feet to the west and 8 feet north. Then, as Mr. Pellegrini mentioned, the existing driveway on Irish Street to our house, we're willing to do the same, 8 feet to the west and 8 feet south, reducing the fence to the required 2'6" in height.
That would create privacy issues. What if you just catty-corner the fences?
I get that.
Isn't that what he's doing?
Why don't you just catty-corner the fences?
Well,
It's gonna lower them to 2 feet 6
yeah,
inches.
the reason is that, I guess by catty-cornering the fence, and I gave both options to the client, they felt that they'd rather have the extra, for their grandchildren, the extra yard space to play.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a
Confused.
2.5 foot
2'6".
high fence.
But we can't.
2.5 foot.
Well, either way, it's gonna be following code, so they can do either one.
Yeah, but we have to be specific.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been around a
Well,
while.
they were happier lowering it to the 2'6".
Fence stays in the same position, but for a distance of 8 feet or 10 feet? What did you?
8 feet.
8 feet, it'll be lowered from a 6 foot to 2.5 feet.
That's correct.
But then everyone's gonna see into the yard where the kids are playing. I mean, if that's what they want, you're right. It's their
That, you know, I mentioned both either doing it at a 45 degree and they can keep it to 6 feet, but they asked for the extra yard space.
The yard space.
Okay,
Okay, we'll probably see you in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Will just write it so that he must do one or the other. He's not sure which.
Yeah, either one follows, you know, the building department's, you know, regulations, so either one, yeah.
So we'll just deny the fence in those spaces and you'll handle that however you wish. I mean, if we decide as a board to do so.
Any questions on the one-story rear addition?
You put the lot area occupied on record already?
30.1%.
Right. Yeah, I just,
30.1%, yes, that's correct.
and 27.5 allowable, just for the record.
But the house was constructed with the 30% lot.
No, it wasn't.
Well, originally, I guess the town code, this B zone was 30%, and then sometime in the early 2000s, it changed from 30% to 27.5.
Understood. You know the code.
Anything you'd like to add, Mr. Novello?
That's all.
Any other questions from the board? If not, can I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Novella, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's ready.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you. Thanks.
Next, we have case 62825 East Meadow, EMG Case Realty LLC. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard average setback, side yards aggregate, construct dwelling with roofed over open porches attached thereto, also known as 2760 Cypress Avenue. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Richard Bronchick, Bronchick, or JL Drafting, 707 Route 110, Farmingdale, New York, 11735.
This is kind of a unique parcel.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you'll explain that. Maybe.
This is what you see.
Go ahead. It's your case.
Are you ready?
Yes, go forward.
Okay. Good morning. We're seeking variances in connection with an application for proposed construction of a new one-family dwelling. The property is currently vacant. A prior one-family dwelling was demolished pursuant to closed building permit 25-323. The variance we are requesting are lot area occupied and side yard aggregate setback. There was a third variance on the rejection. At this point, with the board's permission, we are withdrawing our request for a front yard aggregate setback.
Why is that?
We're going to move the house back, according to code.
Okay,
So what's code and what are you proposing and then what would be
we
modified?
need the,
Well, as far as the front yard setback, according,
Put
yeah,
the
the
numbers on
average,
the record.
the average setback is 25.1.
And
So
you're-
we're gonna just push the house back, including the front porch, so it complies with 25.1.
okay, we're gonna need you to amend your plans then, okay?
Okay?
And so you're moving to withdraw the request from your application that relates to the front yard average setback.
So you would like amended plans before issuing a decision?
I don't think we need it before we hear your case. We just will need for our decision, will we need or you on, if we withdraw it, I guess, I don't think.
I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to submit new construction plans to the building department.
Mr. Chairman, new surveys and new construction drawings will need to be provided, including the average front yard setback. So you'll need new surveys with the proposed setback of 19.1 as a front yard setback instead of 18.8, correct?
No, it's going to be 25.1.
No, you're set back to the porch.
No, the porch is going to be moved back also.
Right, so the setback to the porch, if you're going to be providing that porch with meeting the average front yard setback,
Yes.
you're permitted encroachment of 6 feet into the 25.1, which will give you a 19.1 setback to the porch, correct?
Correct, okay.
Okay. So you'll have to have new surveys submitted in addition to new construction drawings.
And,
To the board is what you're saying.
well,
Building department.
go ahead.
Depending upon, if you're looking to withdraw, the board will hear your case,
I'll
and then you'll
speak to what
submit those new surveys and new construction drawings to the building department.
Right.
Right, and once that process is, we need copies too. So you can work out with our staff how we get those. We'll hear your case, but our file needs to contain the accurate plans, okay?
Okay. For the lot area, so I'm just going to continue.
Right.
For the lot area occupied variance, the maximum allowed is 27.5%. We are requesting 29.8%. For the side yard aggregate setback, the required minimum is 15 feet. We are requesting 11.4 feet. As the board can see, and as Mr. Pellegrini had pointed out earlier, the dimensions of this property are unique, sort of. They are 36.3 feet by 150 feet, which obviously is very long and very narrow. The applicant has designed plans for a narrow rectangular house, only 25 feet wide, with equal side yards of 5.7 feet each. The prior dwelling had a total aggregate side yard of only 8 feet, a reduction of 7 feet from code, whereas we're only requesting a reduction of 3.6 feet from code. It's felt that to make the house any narrower than 25 feet would limit its desirability and usability to any owner. It should also be pointed out that according to Google Maps, the two properties to the west of this property, 2756 and 2754 Cypress Avenue, also appear to have aggregate side yards of substantially less than the required 15 feet. It is submitted that both the aggregate side yard and lot area occupied variance requested are minor in nature, are in character with the neighborhood, and do not negatively impact the neighboring properties. We ask that you grant both of them. Any questions?
Go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
No, go ahead.
On new construction, we generally ask the applicant if you would agree to a condition that this house be owner occupied once it is purchased, that the owner occupy the house. Is that a condition that your client would find acceptable?
Okay.
Is your client here?
I want to be honest about this. Unfortunately, my client is not here. He contacted me this morning. He intended to be here, but he was ill. He's ill today, so he's not here. I don't want to. I assume that would be acceptable, but I can't swear to it.
We'd rather you find out. This is the case we have.
So is your client available by phone?
Yes.
All right, so why don't we, there is someone here in opposition. We'd like to give that person the opportunity to speak. If you want to go outside and speak to your client about whether or not he'll agree to an owner occupancy condition.
I'm sorry. Yes.
All right?
Was there anything else besides that?
I have no other questions. Yeah,
So we're going to have the objector speak. okay?
You can stay there if you'd
You
like.
could stay to listen to the objection.
Oh, you're gonna go make your phone call. You got it.
All right,
You might want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you might want to hear what the
what
objector
he
has
has
to
to
say.
say.
So
And
understand,
then you can then go out and make your phone call.
yeah, we'll
okay?
give you the time to do that.
Raise your right hand.
I do.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Thomas Toner, T-O-N-E-R, 2766 Cypress Avenue, East Meadow.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Morning, how are you?
go ahead.
I have a lot of concerns about this property. They came in, they demolished the house, knocked the chimney down, took down my fence when they were doing it. I don't even know if they had permits to take the house down.
Make sure you.
There were 9
You
trees.
move the mic so it.
A little closer so we can hear you a little more clearly.
There were 9 trees on the property. Every one of them have been removed. They're all over 100 years old. They stood about 50 foot tall, and they came in and cleared the lot out. I don't know if there was any permits for that. All the debris was going in my yard while it was done. It's a very narrow property. I don't know of any other property in that area that is that small that they're going to put this size house on. We're 2 houses from the elementary school. The parking there is ridiculous as it is. I don't know what they're going to do for driveways, garages. I mean, the property is very limited in size.
Hold on, let me, have you seen the site plan?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
You are looking at it now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just got it this morning. It's the first I've seen it.
Check the plans.
I took pictures of when the trees were up and a couple of weeks ago when they took them down, the difference in what it's done to the neighborhood.
If you have.
You want to offer those in evidence?
Sure.
All right, well, could you please show them to the applicant first, and did you take the pictures yourself?
My wife did, but it's on my cell phone and her cell phone.
Well, we can't take cell phones. If you don't have photographs, we can't accept them.
I can print them out. I can get them printed and sent.
Once we close the hearing, we're not going to be able to accept that.
Okay?
But we'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Okay?
And we're also gonna, I think we're gonna end up adjourning this case temporarily after we hear from you so that you can make that phone call and give us that information before we finish the hearings today. So that may give you an opportunity to have,
them printed out?
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you know. No.
Also, access for fire department and everything else. I don't think 5 foot 7 inches is enough. If it's a second story, how are you going to get a ladder up there to the second story? Or if there's a third story, I don't even know how big they're doing this house. I don't know what the site plan actually is. But if you look around the area, I don't see another house there that's 35 feet wide or 36 feet wide, whatever it is.
And there is, sir, am I correct? I don't see a garage on the plans?
No, I did not see a garage either.
Okay.
Because there's no garage.
No garage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That was it. That was all my concerns. Safety issues, parking issues, and that close to the elementary school, it just creates an unbelievable amount of traffic that's already there.
Is there on-street parking allowed?
Yeah, there's no signs posting that there's not, and we have all the teachers that park there, and then all the parents come through and drop the kids off, and it's constant there all day.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You can go make your phone call.
All right.
We'll hold the case until after you get back.
Sir, we're going to, the chairman's adjourn this, and we're going to, after he's ready, we'll hear some other cases, but then he's going to come back in and we're going to hear. So if there's anything, I don't know if you want to wait for that. I don't know if you don't have to, but if you would like to wait, and if you want to bring any other information in,
Okay.
that'll be your time.
From what I've been told, he's a builder. He's not moving into that.
So how long have you been living there?
I've lived there for 26 years.
And what about the house that was previously on this lot? Was it owner occupied or was it a rental?
It was owner occupied. It was basically a bungalow is what it was. It's a small little house, 1 story with I don't even think it had a full basement in it. I think it had like a crawl space. I don't know what the basement is.
How about the property on the other side? that's about the same size plot. Is that a bungalow as well?
On the other side where?
On the other side of the house that's being proposed here?
That's the same width?
Pardon?
That's a big
About-
house. That's crowded. There are two
But
driveways.
that lot is about the same size.
There are two driveways pretty much attached together. There's like nothing separating them.
You mean the subject property and the other small one?
Yes. It's not a small house, and that, I'm not sure how many people are living in that house. I don't think it's a single family.
We're looking at Google Earth, and it does show the common driveway.
Yeah, it pretty much looks like a common driveway, but it's actually two separate ones. But when they put the new house up, it's not, I don't know where they're gonna put a driveway.
Well, if they set it back, to the required amount, I would assume they could fit two cars, depending on how wide it is. I don't know, but it's not a lot of space.
No, it's
You're
not.
correct.
And that was always single-family occupancy. And like I said, the house next door to it, I don't know how many people are living in that house or how many different families are, but there's, right. It doesn't concern me. They don't have an overabundance of cars there. They're, they pretty much keep their cars in the driveway, but the street is constantly crowded. Thank you.
Patrick, next case.
And what he's proposing.
Next, we have case 63025, Wantaw, 1211 Garden Court LLC. Variances, side yards aggregate, maintain additions, attached dwelling, also known as 1211 Garden Court.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Lisa Koshia with Permits R Us, 338 Jericho Turnpike, number 396, Syosset, New York, 11791. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. I'm here representing Mrs. Elisa Guarnieri, who is maintaining a garage addition with storage area. This property is located in a Residence B zone. The existing garage addition with storage area has a side yard setback of 3.4 feet, where the required is 5 feet, and has an aggregate of 12.3 feet, where 15 feet is required. My client purchased the home with the addition and has spoken to some of the neighbors, and they have stated that they have no objections. The neighbor directly affected at 1209 Garden Court has lived there for over 60 years and stated that the garage has been there since he can remember. Mrs. Guarnieri respectfully requests your approval.
I was there yesterday, and it's very well kept. The picture certainly depicts what's there.
Any other questions from the board? Now, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Kachia, you'll be notified by mail.
Mr. Shea, there are several open.
I withdraw my motion.
They will be closed. Yes.
Okay.
I'll renew my motion, Mr. Chairman, that the matter be closed, that the case be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar, and we will notify you, Ms. Kachia, of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you. Happy holidays to all of you.
Merry Christmas.
Next, we have cases 63125 through 63225, Belmore, Karen Beck. Variance, rear yard, construct two-story addition attached to dwelling. Special exception to maintain shed higher than permitted, not permitted in the front yard, and with side yard setback variance, also known as 105 Brevoort Place.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Good.
Go for it. Name and
You're up.
address. And spell your last name.
You got it. Good morning. My name is Ashley Lowe Chianese, Chianese. From Mark Anthony Architects. Our office is located at 1563, Belmore Avenue in Belmore, New York. I am here today on behalf of my client, Ms. Karen Beck, who is the owner and occupant of the subject property located at 105 Brevoort Place in Belmore, New York. We are here today as a result of an application filed with the building department to maintain an existing shed and for a proposed two-story side addition and proposed oil tank. The proposed two-story side addition has a required rear yard setback of 25 feet, and the proposed rear yard setback is 5 feet, for which we are requesting 20 feet of relief. I would like to note that this is an existing condition. The house is not being extended in the rear, just to the side and in line with the current existing house, which also has an existing rear yard setback of 5 feet. Additionally, the shed is located in the front yard of the property, just forward of the home, on the south side of the property. There is really no room for it to be relocated to the side yard or rear yard. As you can see, the house is set very far back on the property. Additionally, the maximum allowed height is 9 feet. The existing shed has an existing height of 10.83 feet, for which we are requesting relief of 1.83 feet. Lastly, the required side yard setback is 2 feet. There is an existing required side yard setback is 2 feet, and the existing side yard setback is 0.2 feet, for which we are requesting 1.8 feet of relief. These are our only requests. I'm happy to answer any questions at this time.
That concludes your presentation. Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mrs. Lo Chianese, you'll receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered. I think I'm going to just stick with Lo, it's much easier.
Yeah, that's fine.
All in favor? Any opposed?
Thank you, guys. Have a happy holiday.
Two.
Back of the restaurant. I think there is a fence. I don't think you can see it.
Yeah. Patrick, recall 628.
We're going to recall case 62825 East Meadow EMG Case Realty LLC. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard average setback, side yards aggregate, construct dwelling with roofed over open porches attached thereto, also known as 2760 Cypress Avenue. Sir, you're already sworn in from earlier. Just again, your name and address for the record.
Yes, Richard Bronchick, for JL Drafting, 707 Route 110, Farmingdale, New York, 11735.
Christina, but is this gentleman planning to, sir, are you?
Photos? All right.
Maybe we, because we're, sir, okay, go ahead and tell us what you need us to know.
Yes, I spoke.
We don't.
I spoke with my client. He agrees that the house should be owner occupied.
Wonderful.
I asked him about a driveway. He said he's going to be putting in a two-car driveway. And as far as the trees are concerned, I asked him about that. He said the trees that were taken down were in poor condition. They were almost dead. I'm just repeating what he told me, and that's why they were taken down. And I repeat, the house was demolished pursuant to a building permit which was closed out, as per the certificate.
You have the plans show that you have two open porches, one in the front, one in the rear. Will your client agree that those porches not be further enclosed as a condition?
I believe so, yes.
Well,
and I didn't ask him that question.
Believing so is not a yes or no answer. So if you could, and forgive me, but could you make another phone call, get an answer on that, and we'll call it again. All right?
He's asking for lot area
Just,
occupied.
yeah.
Were there any other questions?
No.
That's good.
Okay.
We don't have any authority on it.
Patrick, next case.
Next, we're calling case 63325 West Hempstead, Eli and Rachel Wine. Variances, lot area occupied, front yard setback on McKinley Street. Construct roofed over open porch and second story addition, both attached to dwelling, also known as 400 McKinley Street.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Oh, yeah, it was bad. You're
Yourself,
right.
God? Please
Doing
take a
good.
seat.
Thanks
State
a
your
lot.
name and address into the microphone.
Amiel Savaldi, One Meadow Drive, Woodsburg, New York. Savaldi, Savaldi.
Ellie Ween, 400 McKinley Street, West Hempstead, New York.
Spell your name?
Sure. Wein.
What happened to the rest of it? No, I'm kidding.
Good morning to the board. I'm here representing Ellie, and his wife Rachel had to go leave us to pick up the kids, so she's not here. We are proposing having an addition to the small house. As you can see, it's a regular lot. It's 100 by 118 feet triangle, and it has 2 front yards and 1 side yard. There's no rear yard because it's triangular shape of the property. So it's very difficult to maintain the zoning. The front yard on Harding, on McKinley, is the same line that is currently the house exists. You can see where the hatched shows the existing house. We're adding a little bit addition on the right and a little bit on the back. What we're doing is adding a second floor. We'll have a master bedroom and 4 kids' bedroom for the 4 kids. On the second floor, everything again is very modest.
Mr. Zabaldi?
Yes.
So the first request you have is for the roofed over and open porch, right? Is there only one of those porches?
Yes, you can
Okay.
see it on drawing A3.
Okay, yeah. Now,
It says proposed open porch in the front.
okay, so my next question is, leaving aside that open porch, your other request is for a second-story addition. Is that second-story addition proposed to be entirely above some portion of the existing first floor? None of the second floor addition is a 2-story, is that correct?
No, actually, I'm pointing out on the plot plan, the area that the hatch is different, where we adding a second floor on most of it, and then the rear and the on the right side, there's the 2-story additions.
Is that 2-story addition including that porch? Or is it something?
No, it doesn't include the porch. The porch is marked in the front. It's this.
Because other than the porch, I don't see on my calendar any 2-story addition. I only see a second-story addition, which by definition is entirely over the first floor. Or it could be over space, but
yeah,
you're saying there's a portion of this proposal that will have 2 stories that is outside of the existing current footprint, aside from the porch.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because I also saw it, but on the plot plan it's marked very clearly that it's a 2-story on the small, because maybe it was small enough that they didn't include it. I don't know.
Using, if you wouldn't mind, using north, south, east, west, I guess.
Yes.
If it's on the plot plan, okay. Which side of the house has a proposed addition that is actually 2 stories, not including the porch?
The south side and the east side. Can I point it out to you? If you can see on the plot plan, it's marked by the different hatching.
Okay, and is one shaped like a golf club?
Correct.
and the other one is just a, I don't know, some kind of, I forget what you call those.
Trapezoid.
Becky, so what about that? He has a two-story proposal too. And by the way, Mr. Zavaldi, neither one of those two things are above the proposed porch. Is that correct or incorrect?
Right, it's not over the porch.
The proposed open porch appears to be, just for the record, on the west side of the property, measuring 36 feet 9 inches by 8 feet. Is that correct?
By 6 feet. By 6 feet.
6 feet. Okay.
Two-story addition.
Are any portion of these extensions, the second story extension, are they, any portion of it open below?
What do you mean open?
Is there,
Open to
is it
below?
directly, are the proposed extensions above the structures below?
Yes.
All right, so none of it is as an open space below the extension, is that correct? And would your client agree to a condition that the proposed open porch remain open and that it not be enclosed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that interjection. Mr. Zavaldi, have you and your client please approach?
So it's another variance. Didn't have enough time to go over this. If they insist that this is rear yard, and they need to advertise it to be variance. Have another hearing and grant it as a rear yard. The second story. Second story, but they don't refer to these two stories in the stage. It's a second floor addition. This is a two-story. This is a second story addition. No, that's fine. No, second story addition. Both the porch and the addition are attached to each other, but they don't refer to the second floor addition. They don't refer to the two-story. Even though they were here, second story addition. Second story, not two-story. God, it's only referring to the existing. Yeah, they refer only to the second. They don't. Oh, Becky, let him introduce his letters of consent first.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
Okay.
Tell me when you want me to do whatever.
So I'd like to and Ellie and Rachel living there for many years. They're in good terms with all the neighbors, and they have a consent letter signature from I would say most of the neighbors, including the abutting neighbors. So I'd like to.
We'll accept those.
Pardon me?
We'll accept those.
Thank you.
You have one letter or?
I have a letter and signature
Signed by
of
many.
all the neighbors.
We'll accept that in evidence then.
Tell me when you want me to do it.
In a minute.
I just need to let you
Just want to see. So we got. I don't really care about him. Maybe.
When you say rear yard, you're referring to this one or this one? It's because I give even directionally, it's kind of like the north.
Okay. Okay.
So that would be, this would still be front yard. This would be front yard. This piece, right? Because this is what the front yard.
So Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Mr. Zvaldi, so we're looking at this unique situation, and we will note for the start, the chairman has pointed out that nearly every one of your neighbors have signed a written consent in favor of your application. In addition, as it relates to the title we're giving yards, there's been some confusion about side yard versus rear yard. It's our understanding that every house has to have a rear yard pursuant to the code, and that the prior house has the rear yard that is from the front of the house, if you were to draw a straight line north on that little section of the property, and if you were to draw a house from about the head of the golf club on that addition in the rear, that the area within that running along the property line that the applicant shares with, I want to say it's the Rodden residence, that we will have designated as your rear yard as it was with the prior house. And you share the setback there with the prior house. So it's really just a matter of, we're going to amend the caption, and whatever else is necessary can be discussed with Becky to have that redefined as rear yard, but everything else will stay the same. In addition to that, given that your plans were properly on file for the required period of time, that notice was given to all of the surrounding neighbors as required by law, and that notice and the plans both reflect the second story being put onto the house. We are going to add to the caption that small, rather de minimis section that should have probably been characterized as a two-story addition. But again, because the neighbors were all notified, you're putting a second level on the home. They've all consented to that, and they were free to look at the complete set of plans on file. Since, for the required period of time, we're going to amend the caption so we can go forward with the matter. You will have to likely take up the matter of administratively making sure that the application reflects the second story portion, however de minimis, and that if there's a fee associated with that, you'll have to pay that fee. But that will allow us, given that everyone in your neighborhood is in favor of it, and they were notified of this proposal by way of all the required means, we're going to amend the caption, include a second story addition also.
Greatly
just to
appreciated.
reflect that which was already really there.
We appreciate it very much.
Okay, and then did we get your lot area occupied number and your front yard setback number, just for the record?
Yes. The coverage is 28.8 when 27.5 is permitted. And the front yard on McKinley is 9 feet at the porch and 15 feet at the house.
And what is required then?
25 feet.
Because it's being treated as a corner.
Correct.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No.
Okay, any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Zavaldi, you and your client will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Okay, recall it.
Third time's a charm. We're recalling case 62825 East Meadow EMG Case Realty LLC, also known as 2760 Cypress Avenue.
Round three.
Again, just your name and address for the record.
Yes, Richard Bronchick, for jail drafting, 707 Route 110, Farmingdale, New York, 11735. Yes, sir. I've spoken to my client. He agrees that both porches will remain open.
Okay,
Thank you.
that concludes your presentation. He's still here. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add, sir? No, Your Honor, I submitted the pictures. Okay, we'll accept them.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you. Okay,
Have a good holiday.
close it.
That being said, Mr. Chairman, I would move that this hearing finally be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision calendar, and that everyone who signed in will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Second.
Thank you. And the board has received, pursuant to the chairman's decision, a copy of the exhibits provided by the gentleman in opposition to the application.
All in favor? Any opposed?
Next, we have cases 63425 through 63525 near Cedarhurst, Jeffrey and Serena Adest. Variances, front yard, average setback, lot area occupied, construct two-story addition which is below design flood elevation attached to dwelling. Variance, side yard, maintain HVAC units attached to dwelling, also known as 33 Park Circle.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Name and address for the record.
Tina Pangallo, 549 Hempstead Turnpike, West Hempstead, New York, 11552. Good morning, Chairman and members of the board.
Morning.
I'm representing Jeffrey and Serena Adest of 33 Park Circle in Cedarhurst. The property is located on the east side of Park Circle, 90.50 feet east of Park Lane in Residence B. We're requesting a variance to construct a two-story addition below the design flood elevation, exceeds the maximum lot coverage allowed, and violates the average front yard setback. A state variance has been approved for the proposed design flood elevation of 10.6 rather than the required 11 feet, and I'd like to submit a copy of the state's approval.
Okay, we'll accept that in evidence.
The maximum lot coverage allowed is 27.5%, and with a deck 30%. The lot coverage proposed is 38.9%. The average front yard setback is 25.1, and the proposed front yard setback is 15 feet, 2.5 inches. This is a two-story addition that will enlarge the kitchen on the first floor and also add a study on the first floor, and enlarge the master bedroom and add a master bathroom on the second floor. They have 4 children, and they like to enjoy meals as a family together, and they also entertain family and friends, so this will give them the room they need. A variance was granted for a property at 500 Redwood Drive in Cedarhurst, which is within the 200-foot radius for lot coverage of 37.35 and a front yard setback of 15 feet, 11 inches under case number 674/21. I would also like to submit letters from 4 surrounding neighbors indicating they have no objection to the board granting this variance.
We'll
That's the
accept
state. We're also requesting a variance to maintain a split AC unit with less than the required side yard setback of 5 feet. The side yard provided is 2 feet 7 inches. The split unit was installed approximately 10 years ago, and the homeowners were not aware that a permit was required, and we're respectfully asking the board to grant these variances.
That concludes your presentation.
Yes, it does.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Pangallo, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second.
Thank you
All
very
in
much.
favor?
Happy holidays.
Any opposed?
Next, we have cases 636 through 63725 Levittown, Gloria and Toro. Maintain shed with less than required side yard and rear yard setbacks. Maintain pool equipment not permitted in side yard, also known as 141 Cotton Lane.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please state your name and address into the microphone.
Morning. My name is Cole Gartmayer. It's Gartmayer from Long Island Perfect Permits, 124 Front Street, Suite 205, Massapequa Park, New York, 11762. An agent representing Glorianne Toro, owner of 141 Cotton Lane, Levittown, New York, Section 51, Block 207, Lot 23. Yes.
Sign in.
Is there a pen?
Give him a pen. No, Patrick, give him a pen. What the hell is going on back here? I have to go to headquarters.
Thank you. Good? Good to go? Okay. So a pool permit was issued in 2021 and my client's pool was installed in 2022. The pool contractor installed the pool equipment on the rear right corner of the dwelling instead of approximately 4 feet off of the rear of the dwelling per the approved site plan the pool company had. After submitting the variance application for the equipment, the town requested a permit for the shed. The shed does not meet the 2-foot required setback. It maintains 1.2 feet and 1.9 feet. Because of the paver patios in that area of the property, it's difficult to move the shed so that it would meet the setback. The shed was installed in 2021. My clients purchased the home in 2020, and these improvements have been made to ensure the enjoyment of my client and her family. We've also spoken to some of the surrounding neighbors, and I do have one form with all of the abutting neighbors signing, consenting to the application. Okay. And that concludes everything I have to say. If the board, I'm sorry, I would actually like to add, just in keeping with one of the previous cases, there was questions regarding fire exits on side yards and everything. We are, although we do have pool equipment in the side yard, it's about 6 foot 3 inches from the actual property line. So we feel that there is ample room in the event that that portion of the side yard needs to be used by emergency services.
You have a building permit to install an in-ground pool, which is obviously there by the photos. It was installed the permit was issued in 2021, and it's still an open permit.
So the pool was installed in 2022. The permit has remained open due to the issues with the pool equipment. Again, the pool equipment was not installed in the proper spot, so we weren't able to close out the pool permit until this matter was resolved.
Have you visited the site?
I have.
And in your professional opinion, is the pool properly enclosed for safety purposes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? Not, I have a motion.
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Sir, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everybody.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We take one more case and then 10-minute break.
Take a break or not?
He said one more case.
One more case. Okay. You okay with that?
Next, we have case 61425 Belmore, Paul R. and Hilda Hayden, renewal of grant to maintain two-family dwelling, also known as 2325 Center Avenue.
What'd you figure out?
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Take a seat, state your name and address for the record. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna sit here.
Paul R. Hayden, 2325 Center Avenue, Belmore, New York, 11710.
Speak as loud as you can.
Yes.
Oh, so that's gonna. So you're okay without a use variance?
Oh, sorry. Hilda Hayden, 2325 Center Avenue, Belmore, New York, 11710.
All right, so this is a renewal of a prior grant to maintain a two-family dwelling. The building department inspected the property on September 17th, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by this board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I didn't understand what you just said, sorry. Can you repeat that?
The building department inspected the property on September 17th, found that all previously imposed conditions are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I just got a question. This house, I believe, was renovated in 59. I believe that's when this permit for two-family is there. And then every 5 years, we're supposed to renew. Is that something necessary to do? Just
It is
as a
because
question?
it is because one of the conditions is that it's owner occupied. So if you were to move out and rent the property, that grant would not be renewed.
So in 2004, purchased the home from the Racanellis and Sons, them. And
Racanellis were building
Racanellis
people?
were the owners of that home. That's where their maid stayed, and they had the property next door.
Yeah.
Anyway, they sold me that house, and 5 years, he tells me at the closing, oh, just go down there 5 years later and you'll renew the permit. When I did that, came down here, who are you? You're not John Racanelli. I said, no, I'm not, but I am the owner. And the house was purchased at that time to be as a rental property, period. I wasn't occupying.
I can't attest to what Mr. Racanelli may or may not have told you, but he is not the be-all and end-all about how this is done.
So I came here, and we went through the whole hearing, and I brought
Right.
my lawyers,
Mhm.
Abraham, and they came, and we went through it to have that stipulation removed from that it would not be owner occupied, because I had a residence there, and all of that went through the case of this court and was supposedly lifted out of that clause. And now, that was in 2010.
Okay,
So, just a question.
here's the thing. I'm looking at the renewals, and we usually have the conditions attached. They're not attached.
Usually, yeah.
So we'll have to check, they're not here, Joe, and Patrick's. We'll have to have someone pull those conditions if what you say is true, that should reflect that condition was no
I
longer.
didn't bring that paperwork that had that case number.
No, we'll look on our end. Okay, if that's the case,
We'll find the record.
Yeah, we'll have them pulled.
Yes.
I had a question. Why was it adjourned last time? It was supposed to be heard on.
We were out of town on the 3rd.
Okay.
And we called in, and Patrick stood up for us and had it set for today's date.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And so as far as you know, it's no longer needs to be owner occupied, and it in fact is not owner occupied.
No.
No, wait a minute. Did you say
I
it's
am-
not owner occupied?
Correct.
It is owner occupied at the moment. I owner occupied it as of 18. In 17, I sold the house, got rid of those 4 kids. We didn't need that. We moved into my
You
rental
moved into
property.
this house.
That was my rental property. And then I took over the first floor, and now we've been there since then. But the stipulation of owner occupied, I'd really not like that to be sticking on there. Because if like I got caught up in it, was I had 4 children at the time. There's no way I could move into a 900 square foot home. So that wasn't working. And we went through that with this, and supposedly that was all lifted, but each time I renewed, which I think was twice, there was no stipulations with the permit.
Well, they may have, all right, we'll check it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yes.
And if you need to know, because it sounds like you might want to move out, we will probably decide your case either tonight or very shortly. You can reach back to the office in a little while and
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate all.
Guys, have a nice holiday.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Opposed? Okay, we're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back, and we'll give the court reporter the opportunity to get some blood in her hands. All right? You can leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which one's that? I don't know, talk to Christina. If she's gonna wanna call someone. This one is. Yes, it's 24.
I don't know.
Good, buddy. How you making?
Yeah, I don't know though. Yeah, because it's her case. You never had.
All right, good. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. How about you? Okay?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. All right, so, good. I'll see you Friday and, try to bring down some feedback.
You said it's attached to a Jewish something or other.
Good, excellent, excellent, yeah, because I know he can't make it, he's got a wedding, so.
But it should be,
Okay.
it should say
All right,
something
good,
about
buddy,
that.
I'll catch up with you.
Attached to
Thank you.
auxiliary to,
In conjunction with.
something like that, yeah.
Because I don't think it was attached to.
Something like that. I don't know.
Well, look it up. Well, I didn't know, I don't know, Jared. Well, no, because I did that with, I think I did that with Lindsay. Because they're not always in conjunction.
Oh, okay, because I got an interesting text. My Fox texts me very sick.
What'd you find out about that place in Delmar?
It's a story about, put her in the pool where she can wear the real estate. So I wonder if it has to do with that. But, yeah, so I'm gonna send, don't say anything. Like, I want you to send me the shit. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send it today. Just, I got a feeling it's not very good at that.
That's all right.
You'll see what
I know.
Yeah. So, all right, so that's it. I'll send it to you. Ready? Well, we'll see. I don't know what Fox is about. Do you know Orchard? Yeah. She went to Fox Law, which is the text.
Yeah, I grew up, and I actually grew up 1 block over from Orchard. Oh, I moved around.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not gonna do, he does that every once in a while. I'm not gonna let him know. He's texting me about this stuff. He does that, he's done that a few times. Once I did tell Mrs. John.
See, I'm glad I moved 8 hours. No, but my father passed away.
I don't know. I don't know how close I'm gonna
There's that other house.
Good job, son. Yeah, good job. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Very, very possible. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll find out soon enough. All right. So I'm gonna send it to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's slowly but surely,
Yeah.
she's doing it. famous guy.
That's right, George. So, but the fact is, let's be patient. It's not far over there anyway.
As long as, as long as she doesn't.
All right, other than that,
It's
it's
fine,
nice out there.
doesn't bother anybody. So she, every day, goes over there for 8 hours, cleans out, throws stuff out. I tip my sanitation worker very well.
It's hard.
Yeah,
You know,
but there's no way of taking care of that. And it's different. It's not my mother. My husband can't deal with it because he grew up with it. So he had.
Other than that, that's it.
Where like me, since I grew up with that.
Where do you see it? You try to
I
read
try to,
everything you
so
think about
I
it.
keep reminding her it's a disease she can't control. And after 50 years of living like
It
that,
says it all. It says it all.
she doesn't know how to do certain things.
I've seen all that. It's white, white, dead type.
so sad, isn't it? Sad.
What is she? She has OCD holding.
That's right.
Oh, but luckily
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't
at least you
hoard.
can't tell them. At least you can't say where it came from. It's got another, you know.
Oh, she likes the paper. Yeah. Oh, she used to go around apparently using newspapers. She doesn't do that anymore. Clothing.
It's all right. Good. Everything good?
They just wanted to know what
She
they
was
were doing.
no, she does not buy something. She's not very good with computers, so it's very good. It's mostly.
I had a client that ordered a lot.
Like,
She
no.
would keep boxes and boxes of Yeah, I went into the bedroom, and I'm like, holy crap, this one's gonna last. They were never used.
Right, her, it's, she will
Sure.
not get rid of stuff now.
This is separate.
She's big, like, sign up for every single flyer that you could sign up for. Oh, yeah.
And they continue, and then more of them attach, because they sell your address.
That's so
Yeah.
sad. I feel
No, no, I used to at the same time too, but there's other things that go on. You have to separate the disease from actual personality traits. So like, we've got ones that really fight.
But just know I'm
Arguments
coming
because
up
it's
way.
like lying is completely
I'm gonna
different.
sit here and
If
wait for
you're
them.
lying
Make
to
sure
me
you're okay.
about something, that's you.
Kind of. So I'm
That's
heading
not
some head trauma.
disease,
Yeah.
okay, because there's no reason to hide stuff from me anymore, because I know. So like, you're not telling me stuff or avoiding something, because if an argument has to do not letting go.
Yeah, it's like all going here.
That's what compulsive disorder, that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a motto.
Oh.
Yeah.
How to control her?
No, it's just, and that makes it worse because my husband, when you look at it, we have to use his tractor trailer. His father's tractor trailer, it's really crap. Same thing, we went to the house, the workshop, it was full of crap.
All right, thank you.
Did he like paper share?
No, he just was scared, so like, I just got together with him. OCD guy, you know, OCD, you like kinda.
You get piglet.
Yeah, you get, like, somebody, and then you don't know how to clean up because you're right, you never cleaned up, so like. You know,
Wow.
yeah.
I once had so ordered.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel sad for that.
But thank God it wasn't the disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
Like, some of them had.
Papers, that's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
paper, clothing, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, newspapers, some of them have piles of.
Oh, no, it was to 8 feet to the ceiling. It was up to the lights.
There were people by me in the W section that they were hoarders. Papers. They had papers on the front, newspapers on the front lawn, everywhere. The house caught on fire.
Yeah, well, that's one of the other things I scared her with.
They both died.
Yeah, I scared her with all the time. That's what was one of the things I scared her with, was the fact that, like, did you realize it was an attack? House boy.
Yeah.
And almost a minute, yeah, technically.
Yeah.
And I've had discussions with my partner, told them, we make sure everything is clean on the outside. There's no,
Right.
the truck that's in the driveway is registered and insured, even though it's on blocks. It doesn't matter, it's registered and insured. There you go. I'm like.
You know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they put a new one there.
Oh, and then you come back.
How much cooler than that?
No, heat turned on.
The heat's on, thank God. You have one case or two? Don't we have two?
Yeah,
Anybody
no.
coming in on this one?
Yeah, we have everybody here for this. Is this one? No, this we yeah, we asked them to come in because be here to the extension of time.
Then I just know which. Yeah, but I don't. tried to go off with the titles next to it, and then we gotta think, hopefully they'll just remove it. So like.
Okay. Next, we have case 51287, North Belmore, Florence Sereno, Richard and Deborah Jacobson, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, also known as 1390 Dewey Avenue.
We do. Deborah Jacobson, 1390 Dewey Avenue, North Belmore, New York,
Ms. Jacobson,
11710.
Ms. Jacobson, could you please speak a little closer to the microphone so that we can hear you clearly? This young lady has to take down the testimony.
Deborah Jacobson, 1390 Dewey Avenue, North Belmore, New York, 11710.
Okay.
I'm Richard Stephen Jacobson, 1390 Dewey Avenue, North Belmore, New York.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, good afternoon.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we've gotten the formalities out of the way, you're here to on a mother-daughter residence. It's being reopened to consider a renewal of a grant which expired 20 years ago. All right, so do you want to tell us who lives where and how you're all related?
Well, originally we bought the home with my parents who have since deceased. My husband and I live on the bottom half of the home with my daughter. My son, who's in the first row back there, lives on the upper half of the home with my daughter-in-law and my grandson.
Okay. All right, and I would expect that since you've been there for quite some time, you're familiar with the conditions of a mother-daughter, that you have to have one doorbell, one mailbox. It has to look like a one-family home. And you're aware of the fact that should you sell the house or vacate the home, nobody can take this over. They would have to come in, make their own application.
Correct.
How many cars do you have?
5.
And is there room to park? How many cars can you park off the street?
Everything is in the driveway. We have a
Large driveway?
Yeah, we have room for 6, possibly 7 cars,
7 cars?
small cars.
Minis? Little Mini Coopers?
I wish.
Pardon?
I wish. I always
Oh,
wanted
okay.
one.
All right. Okay, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Well, when we originally bought the house, my father handled all of the business, so we had no idea that we needed to renew this. So I apologize for that.
How did you come to find out that you did have to renew it?
My wife was in the hospital at the time, and I received a notice, blue taped to my storm door, saying that we were in violation of the mother-daughter permit, because I'm assuming because of the expiration, which I immediately called as soon as I received it, and here we are.
You can imagine how that came about.
It was kind of a shock.
Okay. Any other questions from the board?
I don't have any use, Mr. Chairman.
If not, do I have a motion?
I move, Mr. Chairman, that the hearing be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision and calendar. Each of you who have signed in will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered. Thank you,
Second?
folks.
All in favor? Any opposed?
Have a nice day.
Have a good day.
Thank you all so much.
You too.
Have a great holiday, everyone.
And the final case on the morning calendar. And the final cases on the morning calendar, plural.
Okay. Next, we have cases 1058 of 18 through 1060 of 18 near Island Park. No Dent Properties, Inc., doing business as South Shore Collision. Variances: front yards setbacks on Bishop Road and Donegan Place. Rear yard, construct 2-story addition to existing auto body repair shop. Special exception to exceed floor area ratio. Variance in off-street parking and special exception to park in the front yard setback on Long Beach Road, also known as 2000 Long Beach Road.
Is there anyone here on this case? I do not believe so. Yep. Second for second.
Okay, so now we have a second call from this morning, case 624 of 25, Levittown, Patricia Ferguson, renewal of grant to maintain pool with deck in front yard and maintain 6-foot-high stockade fence, also known as 99 Stone Lane.
All right, so this is a residential case, and although there's nobody here, we could probably grant an appearance waiver on it, and I would suggest that we do that. So the building department inspected the property on October 15th, 2025, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by this board are being complied with. Unless I have any questions from any of the board members, I'd like someone to make a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that this hearing be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision calendar. The applicant will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed?
And I'll call the other case that's marked now for second call again.
All right.
Cases 1058 of 18 through 1060 of 18 near Island Park, No Dent Properties, Inc., doing business as South Shore Collision. Variances: front yards setbacks on Bishop Road and Donegan Place. Rear yard, construct 2-story addition to existing auto body repair shop. Special exception to exceed floor area ratio. Variance in off-street parking and special exception to park in front yard setback on Long Beach Road, also known as 2000 Long Beach Road. The case is being reopened to consider an extension of time request.
Okay, since
he's now 7 years, the case was 7 years old.
Oh, so we wanted them to come in.
Yeah, so we should issue a notice to appear. Okay. And do you want to set a date?
February 4th, 11 a.m.
2/4/26, 11 a.m. Okay. That concludes the morning calendar. I would like to do decisions later. We need a motion to close the morning session.
Thank you. Go ahead, Joanne.
I make a motion to move the morning session.
Close it. All right, second.
Second.
All in favor? Any
What did I
opposed?
say? I make a.
All right, I have to leave.
Okay. All right, I'll see you guys later.